And the winner of this game will take on Judge Memorial tomorrow night.
Now they match it up. So Ogden's all on the defensive side here for the tip.
And we're set to get underway here. Tip is up, and it's controlled by the Tigers out of Ogden. These two teams have met twice. Ogden won both meetings. Union upset Canyon View to get in here. They're number 2 seed. Ogden, the number 3 seed. I mean, they're number 12 seed. Not 12. I'll come back to that. In the lane, the Tigers with the ball.
Union playing a man defense, just staying there on the left side. The ball finally came over to the right side.
Have it with the dribble drive, goes down, and is blocked out of bounds. He comes in averaging 11 points a game, and it's out of bounds with 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Womack that time staying down on his feet and staying walled up to where he didn't draw a foul. He gets in a little bit of foul trouble, so good job by him early in the game there.
And now we will have a foul on the inbounds pass.
Burgess jumping a little hard right there, trying to come through it.
And what's the tough luck on that is it gives him a restart on the shot clock.
That's right.
It was down to 3 seconds.
It was down to not much left for him.
Tigers with the ball. Initial possession of the ball game. Dribble drive to the lane. The reverse is up and wouldn't go for Porter. And now we'll have out of bounds in for Ogden.
Womack came back without establishing himself in bounds and jumps and catches that ball, so it goes back to Ogden.
Yeah, when you're out of bounds, they got to reestablish. Is that right?
Yep.
Coach Shakespeare has been a coach at several schools. We're glad to have him here. Now the ball's off a foot. A lot of people want to kicking the ball, but it has to be intentional. And Union with the basketball now. No score in the ball game, but nearly a minute deep. The first possession for the Cougars. Pass on the left arch. 3-point shot is up, and it wouldn't go there for Olson.
Nice.
Wake is averaging 16 points a game.
Nice ball movement right there by Union. Just that early shot. Both teams just not real clean on their shots yet.
Kind of happens in state tournament basketball.
It can do.
And pass goes underneath, knocked away. We're going to have over the back foul called on Union.
So they go down, put him on the blocks right there, and as he was sizing up, post player did an excellent job keeping him on his back, so Womack gets his first.
Anything surprised you today in the tournament so far?
The tournament's been great. We knew there was going to be really good games. We knew that 3A is loaded with great teams. It's been a great day.
3-point shot on the left baseline. It's up and good by Noel Habit. He's averaging 11 points a game. Now underneath, the shot is up and goes in.
Nice patience right there by Duncan as he kept good, clean footwork to get himself open.
Quickly, back the other way, the shot is blocked. Union with the ball, down by 1. And a nice give and go. The hook shot's up and good by Bingham Call.
The initial transition defense by Ogden was really good. The initial 3 came down, got the ball stopped and moving. But the secondary break by Union gets them in trouble right there as Burgess just keeps going hard and able to draw that foul. Nice little and one.
And the foul goes against Josh Cochran. Foul shot. Bounced and went. So Union with their large lead of 2 points. And now the shot clock did not start.
That's rough.
And nearly 2 minutes deep in the game. If you just joined us, Ogden started with a 3-point basket.
Now the defense can reset, get everything in place where they want. They're going to stay man. They've been playing behind so far in the post.
And it was Brooks Burgess who made the foul shot in the shot. So another missed shot, rebound by the Cougars quickly in the forecourt. Union up 5-3, and they have the ball here. At the right side of the foul line. Union's movement's really good right now. Behind the arch. On the baseline about 7 feet out. Shot up by Bell. A little too hard to rebound down to Ogden.
Ogden did a nice job keeping him up on the right side of the floor there.
And the pass gets inside to Jesse Jones. He spins and lays it in. Now, Habit and Jones with a basket each for Ogden. We're tied and the shot's up and in.
Transition to Union so far, helping them out a bunch right there, keeping running their lanes. They kept that right lane full, and then Ogden turns it over here on the left sideline. Really nice job. As you watch Ogden's defense, when it's in the half court versus transition, they're able to keep Union on one side of the floor.
Do you think it's a disadvantage to play a team 3 times?
No, absolutely not. It's fun.
These two teams have met twice. Union's got nothing to lose here. Well, some would say, sure they do, but the pressure's not on them.
They are here. They did a good job getting the win in the play-in game, and they are getting after it.
Yeah, I have liked the way they've started this game. 7-5. Favor the Cougars. The shot is blocked. Oh, what a terrific block there by Jesse Jones.
Yeah, Jones is showing he's just got all that length, doing a good job defensively.
Now the ball is deflected away.
Womack able to jump around and tip that one loose.
Goes down and put up and in.
And that's, you can see when they're able to keep that defense stretched out and away, they've been able to get to the rim. It's more of a secondary transition that they've got a lot out of.
Duncan with 6, up to 9 points for this Cougar team. Ogden with the ball. 3-point shot on the baseline's up and good.
That was a really nice job as he identified the defense was slow coming to him. He's able just to reach up and knock that one down.
Niall Habit now with 2 3-point baskets in this game. And it's a 1-point lead for the Union. Shots up over the rim, no good. Rebound down to the Ogden Tigers. Shot, I think it got blocked, but the rebound comes down to Ogden. Did you think that shot got blocked? Maybe not.
I'm not sure if it got blocked, but definitely got defended well up in there, as you can see on the replay. Could have done, but just barreling in for that rebound right there. Duncan gets his first foul as he was coming in, trying to limit that. Baseline out of bounds opportunity here for Ogden. They're having a tough time understanding where the ball is going to be. There we go.
We've had one lead change. Ogden scored the first basket, take a 3-0 lead. Then Union came back, took a 4-3 lead. We were tied at 5. And now the shot by Ogden's up, and it just wouldn't go. Union quickly into forecourt with a 1-point lead. And somehow they saved it. And bouncing, that's taken away by Ogden.
Ogden really doing a good job clogging that up.
On the right baseline, the shot is up, and it wouldn't go. 3-point shot. And quickly, back the other way, shot by Burgess, just wouldn't go, but the rebound does come down to Ogden. Boy, this game has been fast and furious, a little bit of everything.
And Union's doing a great job pushing the ball up, and that secondary finish has been for him, that one just rolling out.
Tigers with a chance to regain the lead. 2:50 to go here in the first quarter. Quarterfinal action game. The winner takes on Judge Memorial tomorrow. Shot is up, and it's good. He's fouled, it counts.
Marriott just crafty with the ball as you get to watch him on that replay. He comes hard at the nail with his right hand, uses a good clean crossover to get back down the left lane, and that's able to get the defense out of position to where he's able to get that and one.
Stockton becomes the third different Ogden Tire to score in this game. And it's a 1-point lead. Ogden's led by 3, Union by 4. We've had 2 lead changes, 1 tie. That was at 5 early in this ball game, still in the first quarter.
Yeah, both teams having fun, just trading baskets right here. Burgess with another rebound. He's a good, strong physical player.
We got Brad James taking stats. We'll get his stats at halftime. Glad to have him here, always fortunate. And Union with the ball. They lob down underneath. Comes back top of the arch to Olson. Shot is up, and it just wouldn't go.
Tried to draw a foul right there. Ogden doing a good job staying disciplined and not jumping into the shooter.
Kobe Kettle with a nice rebound for Ogden. And now away from the ball, a holding foul.
Got into a little tussle down there, did call as he's able to try to work his way around. That is already shooting fouls. So Ogden's going to the line. So as Union's got 5.
Foul on. They called on 25.
And that's Duncan. They were in a tussle down there, and they got Union for that one.
And foul shot's up and good.
Second foul on Duncan. He's going to have to come down, sit for a minute.
Bingham gets his first point of the game. So 4 different Ogden Tigers have scored down this ball game.
And they rotate that length in right there as they bring call into the game right there.
Both foul shots are good.
Got some full court pressure by Ogden. It looks like a 1-2-2.
So 3-point lead. Quickly, Union breaks the pressure. Just inside the foul line, the floater's up and good.
Watch Olsen get that catch. The defense didn't lift, so he forced them into it. And love the fast break discipline right there.
Quickly, shot on the baseline's up, no good. A fight for it underneath. Put back up. Oh, just wouldn't go for Cochran.
Olsen down there taking a beating, doing a good job standing his ground. He got nailed a couple times right there as Cochran just went into him and at him. Nice job. We don't know what the whistle's doing. Shot clock is reset. I don't know what he's...
Union set to inbound it. They do get it inbounds.
Wow.
And an obvious reach and grab foul. Not quite sure why.
Yeah, Blodgett looked like it was the end of the game and he was trying to send him to the free throw line as he wrapped him up right there. Kind of a weird momentum feel right here in the game as everybody's going hard, but then we've got weird stoppage taking place.
And that was on
Blodgett.
Blodgett.
So they're in a 1-2-2. And there's the trap, so it's a half-court trap.
Union gets it in on the left side to Olsen. Shots up, and it would go. Tipped up and in, though.
Nice job getting right back up off the floor by Olsen. And Ogden throws it out of bounds as Union put a little token pressure, you saw. A little token pressure, throws it up and out of bounds.
And we have our third lead change here in the first quarter. Union with a 1-point lead.
Moore's going to come in the game here for Marriott. They're getting their matchup set. Ogden is going to drop into a man after being in that trap.
And they cross into forecourt, 13-12. The Cougars with a 1-point lead. Minute to go here in this quarterfinal game. Spin at the foul line by Wake Olsen. Back out. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Back over to Wake. Left side, pass comes underneath the Wake. He scoops it up and in. He's fouled, it counts.
Look at that give and go action. My goodness, that looked good as you take a look on this replay. He gives it up and then he used a nice put the guy on your back cut. So he got a face cut and then left him on his back. Just
Andrews Jensen's the one that made that pass.
That was a nice pass and good heady as Olsen drops down through the lane right there.
I have Olsen unofficially with 4 points, and that looked like it was going off the left side of the rim, and it fell back and went in. 4-point lead for Union. They've had that one other time. Ogden's led by as many as 3. We've had 3 lead changes. And now through the lane, the shot's up and good. That was just a nice muscle move.
Yeah, Jones came back in the game, went right to the post, and it just was hard on Union. So big right there, they didn't have an answer. They didn't front.
Wake Olsen with it. Over on the right arch to Jansen. Back up top the arch. 3-point shots up, and it wouldn't go by Burgess. Now, the end of the first quarter, oh, it wouldn't go. 1 quarter's in the book here. It's the Union Cougars 16, the Ogden Tigers 14.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer. and then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now, Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit ipautah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
You're listening to the 3A quarterfinal boys action from the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield, Utah. Here on KSL Sports in BC and TeamHive.live. Glad to be with Dustin Shakespeare. We've been together a few times this year.
Yeah, it's been a fun year. We got man defense by Union right here. See if they go back to Jones. Womack's back in the game. They protected him with that foul.
Ogden with the ball here.
He's three-quartering.
Crossover, shot in the middle of the lanes. Up, and it counts! And he's fouled. That was Stockton Marriott with his 4th point.
Like Marriott, he uses that high hanging, he just sets the ball up high going, looks like he's going right, and then he just came right back to his left. Really nice movement there with the ball.
And the foul shot's up and good, and Ogden regains the lead for the 4th lead change in this ball game.
Ogden's gonna stay in a man.
But tied twice, 4 lead changes. Union with a chance to regain the lead here. And they're going to throw it away quickly into forecourt. And it's Marriott with the shot. It would go, but the rebound down to the Tigers. Fake, ball's up, and I think it's going to be a non-shooting foul.
Olsen got into him too hard on the baseline down in there, you could see, and draws that foul as he closed out high. And
it was Hammond along that baseline. Nice drive. Hammond's averaging 11 points a game. Stockton Marriott 17 points a game for this Ogden team.
Yeah, you can see he handles the ball really well, does a lot of good stuff. Olsen's going to have to take a break here as that's his 2nd foul. He works hard for the Cougars.
And it comes in, the reverse by Habits up, no good. A rebound down to the Union Cougars. Burgess with it. On the left side, 3-point shot up by Bell. Wouldn't go. And the rebound down to the Marriott of Ogden.
Oops.
And they pass underneath, and it's taken away by Union.
Womack's doing a nice job 3-quartering. You don't see a lot of 3-quartering as much. And Womack does a nice job right there. He's able to knock that one loose.
BM call, top of the arch. Goes over on the right side, left side, 3-point shot is up. And in and out, wouldn't go. A nice look there.
Yeah, great offense right there. Getting the post catch and double team and kicking out.
Now, underneath, the shot is up, and we're going to have a foul.
Looks like they'll put that one on Womack. Got caught on the high side, coming down through on Jones. Jones come back in the game and really made his presence felt. Does a good job.
And the first foul shot's up and good. Boy, you gotta like the way that Jesse Jones has played.
Womack gets that board. And they've taken the transition of Union away, has Ogden.
And top of the arch for Ogden.
1-4 high with a little double curl into a screen.
Spin. Comes back out, top of the arch. 9 seconds to go on the shot clock. Not really a factor a lot of times, but 3-point shots up! And wouldn't go there. That was Bell with the shot. Now out of bounds again. The second time, I have hardly seen that call. It's been twice in this game.
Yeah, that time just clearly, as he gets back, he's out of bounds completely when the ball hits him. And give Ogden that baseline out of bounds.
Ogden's large lead of the game has been 3. Right now they have a 2-point lead in the ball. And sent inbounded from underneath the basket is Marriott. He'll get it out to Cochran. Over on the right side to Tegan Porter. Ogden, lots of time on the shot clock. Oh, and somehow he gets through, and the ball spins in out, gets his rebound. Again, it wouldn't go.
And had some good looks right there, and Jones set him up with that beautiful screen. He's not able to capitalize.
Marriott, who averages nearly 18 points a game, just couldn't quite get it to go. And now Ogden Union almost lose the ball, so it went off the foot, and we're gonna have a push foul. I didn't see that. Did you see it?
It looked like to me that as they were coming across right there, he just got tagged in the back a bit. So I couldn't see it on the replay though.
Called it on Stockton Marriott. And that will be Ogden's first foul in this quarter. Of course, you reset every quarter. It's one of the new rule changes this year. And I like that rule change.
Yeah, it's been nice. Gonna set 4 high up on the junctions.
Wake Olson set to inbound it, does get it in. Now to Brooks Burgess. Dribbles top of the arch. 2-point lead for Ogden. Union trying to get back the lead. And we've had 5 lead changes, 2 ties. Dribble drive, the reverse. Oh, it wouldn't go there by Wake Olson.
Marriott doing a nice job getting that rebound and getting the ball up in transition.
And underneath the shot is blocked by Jess Jones. He was sandwiched between 2 defenders.
Porter doing a nice job getting up into that pass ahead, getting the catch, and then just dumping it right down to him.
Bingham Call re-enters for Ogden.
Gonna put Jones back down on the bench for a minute.
And they get it into Cochran. Josh over on the right side to Tegan Porter. Tegan with a crossover, spin through the lane, back on the right side. Cochran for 3. It's off the rim, no good. But the rebound comes down to Porter. And now underneath, the shot is up. It's good, and he's fouled.
Call just sticking with it as the ball just would not go in the hole for the Tigers, but they just kept pursuing and pursuing. And that draws that 3rd foul on Duncan. Duncan's had a nice half, but picking up that 3rd this early in the 2nd quarter is going to put him on the bench, and that's going to change Union because they bring back in Olson, who's got 2.
And Bingham Call makes his foul shot, so he now has 5 points, and we are going to have a timeout. Ogden with their large lead of the game at 21-16 over Union. 4:31 to go here in the 2nd quarter. We'll be back.
Bark is an app that helps families manage every aspect of their children's digital lives. Worried about your 12-year-old stumbling upon something harmful or inappropriate? With Bark, you can block sites and apps. Bark runs in the background, scanning your child's digital activities, and sends you an alert if it detects something you need to know about.
While there are lots of options out there, Bark's approach to online safety is one of a kind. You've got this, and Bark's got your back.
Get Bark protection today from Centricom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
And welcome to KSL Sports and VC and Team High bringing you boys quarterfinal action. The final game of the day earlier today, Richfield, South Summit, and Judge all won. And the winner of this game will take on Judge Memorial tomorrow night.
Ogden coming out with that 2-2-1 full court pressure.
And the Cougars get it into forecourt with 4:22 to go here in the first half.
Falls into a man.
Large lead of the game at 5 by Ogden. Now 3-point shot on the left side's up, and it wouldn't go. And Ogden with a chance to add to their lead. Top of the arch, it's Marriott. Stockton gives back to Tegan Porter. Over on the right side, 3-point shots up and good.
Nice little penetration kick right there to Cochran. Able to get from the left side, round to the right.
Cochran's first basket of the game, and it makes it an 8-point lead for Ogden.
Ogden sticking in that pressure, going full court, and then sitting back in their man.
Union in need of a basket here. And they're going to throw it away quickly. The Tigers into forecourt, and an obvious foul here. They're trying to prevent a lay-in.
Yeah, Burgess went ahead and shut him off. And, you know, and there's a lot of different philosophies on that. Take a look as Burgess, he just grabbed him in a hurry, got his second foul. And I never liked a player to have as many fouls as there are in the quarter. And if they did, then for me, they had to come out at 2 minutes, so they didn't get the third or the fourth, depending which quarter it is.
Stockton with the foul shots, good.
So depending on how you like to manage those fouls, that, you know, definitely stopped the layup. But Marriott able to knock both of those down.
And Ogden is 7 for 8 from the foul line here in the first half. And Stockton with 7 points for the Tigers.
I've got them at 70% as a team, is what Max Peps reports. That's really nice. When you're shooting 70% as a team, that's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, 7 for 8 is a nice start in the state tournament. Union with the ball here. Holton dribbles in, spins, shots up and good. And oh, much needed basket by Union. 9 points for Wake Holton.
And Ogden gives it back to him. They're going a little too fast. Able to get the ball out and give Union a chance to cut this back down to a long 2-possession game. Ogden's going to keep their pressure on.
Union within the backcourt. You now have a shot clock, so you see when the 10 seconds is up.
It has made that a lot easier. It looks like to me it's mainly full court man pressure. Union doing a lot of passing against it there to get down the floor.
Union with the ball here. Top of the arch is Brooks Burgess. And as they throw it, it's taken away by Ogden. Quickly into forecourt. The runner's on the baseline. There's a foul. That's a nice shot by Stockton Marriott. You can see Marriott's looking to score. There's a reason why he averages 18 points a game.
Yeah, he's got great ball handling. He puts a lot of pressure on the hoop. And that's the exact same thing in that possession. He's going hard at the hoops to put something there. He's either going to score it or get fouled. That time he draws that third foul, and we talked about that when Burgess tagged him in that open floor. I didn't love that foul. It stopped a layup, but it gave him his second. Now he's over the amount of fouls that he is in the corner, which puts him in foul trouble, and he's likely going to have to come to the bench here.
9 points for Stockton Marriott. 9 out of 10 for the foul line for this Ogden Tiger team.
Done a really nice job knocking down the free throws, and that does. Burgess comes to the bench, and in comes Kettle.
Large lead of 10 points right now for Ogden. Now Stockton steals it. His shot is up, and it wouldn't go, and he saves it in bounds. That was just pure effort there. And it was George Blodgett who had it, and immediately Coach Porter calls timeout for Ogden.
Saw something he wanted to work on.
Well, I think he was also trying to prevent a turnover. It looked to me.
Well,
what do you think?
Well, that's what I intended with work on, is they were a mess. They were clear down underneath and had 3 guys down there, 2 clumped on the ball. You got to work and get things spaced out and work the ball down the floor.
Again, Dustin Shakespeare's been head varsity coach, a couple schools, been announcing for a long time, and good to have you here and your knowledge.
If I ever have a chance to announce as long as you, then we'll be in good shape.
Well, sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad, as long as me. You're implying I'm old now.
Yeah, you've been able to be announcing for a day or two. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, thank you. But we feel fortunate to be able to watch the tournaments. I think the 3A tournament's one of my favorites.
Hey, it's definitely a fun one. So Ogden got a baseline out of bounds out of a box set. They're low in the box.
Stockton set inbound it, looking to get it in, does get it in.
A little ISO look for call. They didn't quite get the catch to him.
Marriott Top of the arch, they get it inside. The spin move is up and good. And that was Bingham Call with the basket. Now Union having a struggle getting a shot up, taken away. And Ogden saves it. Boy, they've gotten some breaks here the last little bit.
That was good hustle to get back and collect that ball that would look like to me it was headed out of bounds. Good hustle by the Tigers to get that ball back.
Large lead of 12 right now for Ogden. And a lob underneath, and again laid up and in. A great assist, but Bingham Call.
Love seeing that pick and roll come in. They had hollowed the right side out, meaning there's no help around to catch that roller.
Bingham has 9 points and shot back the other way. Much needed basket by Union.
One of the first times we've seen Union get transition in the second quarter is that's what kept them close in the first.
It was Wake Olson with the basket. Now shot on the left side, not there. A fight for the rebound. It's out of bounds. It'll be in for Union. And give credit there to Wake. He would not give up, and he saved the ball for this Union team.
Yeah, did a really nice job of that. Ogden going to stick with their pressure here. Man, little Tolkien full court.
Olson with a little hesitation, and we're going to have a bump foul called on Ogden.
Yeah, it'll be Porter. Oh, 20. Yeah. Just his first.
That's his first foul. So Union gets it in. Womack with it. Goes to Olson. Back to Womack.
Ten-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And now we have a foul. Non-shooting, though. And that's on George Blodgett. It's his second foul.
You're going to come out of a box set that shifts over and brings everybody out of the way, and they try to find the guy swinging back to the off ball.
And now we'll have a foul on Ogden again here. Bingham Call.
Kind of taking the contact out of the game here.
I have that with the 17th foul on Ogden. 8th. And they've spread it around.
They've rotated their guys. They've used the bench well. As Tanner Wilkinson talked about, he felt like Ogden was one of the deepest teams here in the tournament. They've definitely been rotating their guys.
Out near half court. Cougars with it. Brady Bell on the right arch. Gets it down underneath the Womack. And it's taken away by Ogden. I don't think they get a shot up. It would count. And that ends our first half action. You want to join us here. We're going to have Jeff Clough from the Utah High School Activities Association join us. It's 32-20 in favor of Ogden here at halftime.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on TeamHive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
The Chevy Silverado. With available Super Cruise connected by OnStar. Only Super Cruise lets you drive hands-free and tow hands-free. It'll help you get to the adventure energized, and it'll help drive you home.
Drive yours away this President's Day. Get 2.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,000 total value on this Silverado High Country when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
and then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
All right, welcome back here to the Sevier Valley Center halftime. It's 32 for Ogden, 20 for Union, and we're joined here by Jeff Clough of the Utah High School Activities Association. And what an honor it is to have you here, Jeff.
Thanks so much for having me on. It's a privilege to join you, and appreciate you having me on.
Tell us about what you do with the Utah High School Activities Association.
Well, I fill a variety of roles. I'm an assistant director. I've been with the association for 10 years. Direct responsibilities is I'm the director of baseball. I'm also the director of officiating. Kind of work behind the scenes and support staff, the other directors, assisting with other championships. Work behind the scenes doing corporate sponsorships, and also do the ticketing, responsible for that kind of stuff, and a whole bunch of technology stuff behind the scenes as well.
I can't say enough good things about Jeff. I didn't know him as well, and maybe I've learned a lot. Terrific. He just says things the way they are, and he does stand up for those things he thinks are right. And I got nothing but praises for you. What is one of the biggest challenges that you see right now facing our high school activities?
Well, I think one of the challenges that we're facing is, obviously sportsmanship. We're facing a real issue in all of our sports. We deal with sportsmanship issues from a spectator issue. Not so much in our games. Our kids do a pretty good job within our contests with our coaches, and our schools do a great job trying to maintain that level of sportsmanship. Our parents continue to, I think we're in a world where we just struggle with that sometimes, and that's an issue that we're facing.
How hard is it to get young officials into our different sports today?
We were struggling for a long time. I think the NFHS has really done a nice job with their campaign that they've been running now for probably 8 or 10 years in trying to create an environment where benching bad behavior and doing different things to create an appetizing behavior, an appetizing environment where young people maybe want to come and participate in the officiating world.
Just time for a little bit here. Jeff Clough is with the Utah High School Activities Association. You also do one other thing. You officiate what?
I officiate college baseball.
Yeah,
yes.
that's way cool. I got to tell you, and it's not just junior college. You do Division I.
Yeah, I work for a few conferences. Yep, I enjoy it. It's a great thing. It's a side job. I've been doing it for 15, 20 years. It's something I've done. It's kept my wife at home, working and raising the kids, and it's a blessing to our family. I enjoy being on the field, and I get to travel a little bit and spend some time on the field, so I enjoy being an official.
So he understands it. Again, I want to thank Jeff Clough of the Utah High School Activities Association. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me on.
And we're going to give the mic back over here to Dustin Shakespeare, and he's got some stats for us here at halftime. Dustin, let you go ahead here.
All right, thanks. That was good for him to come give a good interview that you guys were able to talk it up. Appreciate what Utah High School Association does. All right, let's just kind of look at your point totals. A lot of times we run down that. For the Cougars, you've got Stetson Duncan that has 6, Wake Olton that has 11, and then you've got Brooks Burgess with his 3. That's where their 20 points came from. Interestingly, you've got Womack, who's done a nice job guarding the big boys. He's got 4 rebounds. to lead them in their 10 rebounds. They're getting out-rebounded at 10-18. So that's been pretty rough for the Cougars as Ogden has just dominated the boards right there. Free throws, they've only shot 2, and they're 0 for 7 from 3, which has been hard for them not to be able to get any of those threes to fall. On the side of Ogden right there, we look down. You've got Cochran that's got 3, Jones that's got 5, 9 from Marriott. Hott has 6, and Call has 9 for their 32. And you've talked about that they've spread it around well. They've done a good job that way. Both points and fouls have been spread out well. Both teams turning the ball over 7 times, but they are just dominating on the rebounds as Marriott, one of the smaller guys on the floor, is leading out for Ogden with 5. He attacks the glass extremely well and has done a good job here for the Tigers. They are 9 for 11 from the free throw line, so big difference for the 2 for 2 for Union. 9 for 11 from the free throw line for the Tigers. They've gotten the line really well. And then they're 3 for 8 from the three-point line, and that's also helped create that separation as Union just 0 for 7. That 3 for 8, big difference there, shooting 37% from 3, keeping things going for the Tigers.
We had 5 lead changes, 2 ties, and when Ogden took the lead 17-16, they went on, it was a 15, let's see, it was a 17-4 run, and that's why they ballooned the lead up to 12.
Union got in a little bit of foul trouble, and Ogden shut their transition off, made a big difference.
Well, it's nice to have you here. Your insights, I really appreciate that. And what does Union need to do to get back in this game?
Well, offensively, they've had a few pick and rolls come open for them. They've had a tough time keeping that clean, but their stuff got on that secondary break. In the first quarter, their secondary break got them lost, so see if they can get back into that action. Ogden's done a great job taking that away from them, and then they've got to compete on the boards. They're just, when you're getting beat by 8 at half on the boards, that's really hard, so they've got to get to competing on the boards.
What does Ogden need to do to continue?
They've done a nice job. They've done a nice job of rotating their guys. They keep rotating their bigs. Their bigs aren't in foul trouble. They've got a big size advantage, and they've changed their defense up. They got high a couple times of possession. I couldn't identify what they were trying to do, but the rest of it, they put some 1-2-2 half-court trap on. They've ran some full-court token man. They've ran some other man that had more pressure to it. So they've done a nice job getting in and out of their defenses. And really, I feel like if they can keep Union away from the basket and rebound, they'll be just fine.
Well, Ogden has beaten Union twice during the year, but the way this game started out, it was really Union for about a quarter and a half. And the 17-4 run midway through the second quarter has really changed everything.
Yeah, having that foul trouble changed their personnel on the floor as Union came out. Man, their guys were working hard, doing awesome things. You love seeing a team play that hard no matter what the score is. But that foul trouble did change that, and so we'll see coming out of the half if they can get back up and going.
It was Brooks, Burgess, and Stetson Duncan with 3 fouls each, the foul trouble.
And that hurt them. Those guys do a lot of good work for them on offense and defense. They play hard.
Well, we're getting set for the second half. Again, earlier games today, it was Richfield over Manti, 62-52. South Summit over American Heritage, 67-61. It was Judge Memorial over Emory, 69-63. In the 2A tournament being played down at Cedar at SUU, it was North Summit over South Severe, 66-63. Kanab over Grand, 59-58. APA West Valley, 68-66 over Duchesne. So,
man, they've had a lot of dang good ball games. One possession. Every game's been one possession.
And one of them was a tip in at the buzzer. Kanab tipped in on that game.
They've had some fun ones.
We're set to get underway here. The winner of this takes on Judge Memorial tomorrow night, the late game. Judge very impressive today. As Ogden gets the ball to start the second half. Up by 12. They've led by as many as 14. Union's led on a couple different occasions, but not since midway through the second period. Spin, shot is up, and no good in the lane by Marriott. Rebound comes down to the Cougars.
So Union do a really nice job boxing out that last possession.
Oh, and the runner through the lane's up and good by Wake Olson.
Got a ball reversal. The ball was here on the right side and got it over to that left, and there's nobody there once he beat his guy.
Yeah, knocked away is still. So Union back within 10. Chance to cut closer. And up through the lane, it's no good. Tipped up, no good. We're going to have a whistle and a foul called on Ogden. Will this be a shooting foul or a rebound?
I don't think so. I think it's a rebound foul, it looked like to me. But I'm not, we'll see what he comes up with. Yeah, he called it on the baseline just there because he had gone up and tipped, but then the contact came after the tip. So out of that box set, they shift over and then they drop off ball side.
Stockton Marriott gets his second foul. The runner through the lanes up, and it just crawls over the rim, and now a whistle and a foul again on the rebound by Ogden.
It looks like to me they're going to call that one on the shot. So Womack, he got stretched out there and got one on Jones as he uses his length to kind of stretch out and get Jones to come through him and put him to the free throw line. Womack, you watch his post defense, it's fun to watch. He three-quarters and he's got those long arms. He's been able to knock the ball loose. Jones a few different times. That time able to get Union down here and have a chance to get this under 10.
And so the first one's not good. The second one is good by Womack. His first point. And Union 3 from 4 from the foul line in this game. Ogden with the ball. They were 9 out of 11 in the first half. Marriott spins, shots up, banks it up and in. He just hung in the air, waited so no defense and banked it in.
Fun guard to watch with the ball. Like you said, he elevates well. He's able to move and finish.
Quickly, runner through the lanes, up and good.
That's why you got to have him on the floor. It hurt Union without him on the floor as Burgess just great attack.
And Burgess now with 5 points for Union.
And they just went into a 2-3 zone, did Union.
Well, they got to try and protect some fouls here. And 3-point shots off the rim, no good. Nice box out, but they missed one of the Tigers. 3-point shots up and off the rim there by Cochran. And now we'll have a foul.
That was definitely one of those, as you can see on the replay right there. Just going up and just got a couple hands in his back and ended up on the floor there.
And the foul's going to go against Brady Bell, his second. Foul shots up and good by Niall Howlett. He has 7 points. He hit those 2 3-pointers early.
Yep, got the Tigers going.
Makes both foul shots, so now they're 11 for 13 from the foul line.
Love shooting the free throw that well.
Yeah, when you do that, good things generally happen. That means you're going the foul line, plus you're making them.
That's right.
3-point shot on the baseline's up and good!
Really like that 1-4 high action. Got the post catch. The defense came and just left that open for that drift pass.
Bingham called now with 12 points. Back to an 8-point lead. The shot up underneath is up and good. What a nice muscle move.
And that's how you can hurt a three-quarter defense right there, is if you can catch them on the high side and get the post entry to the low side, you can seal them up. And Jones does it well right there and shows us how.
Quickly. That 3-point shot was by Brady. Union gets it in here. Down by 10. Trying to pass underneath. Taken away by Ogden.
A little confusion on that pick and no roll.
I've never heard that term, but that kind of describes it well. Trying to give it down. Now the baseline shots up and short by Niall Howlett. And now a whistle and a foul.
Jones showing his strength. He just put the smaller Womack a step close to the rim, so where when the ball came off, it likely was going to come over the top of Womack, and it did. And then Womack, it puts him in a tough spot because he's already at a disadvantage, and he goes up and fouls Jones, which is going to put the 3rd foul on Womack.
Foul shots up and good. Well, I tell you, fouls have been a real issue for Union.
Yeah, and that setting Womack, he's had a tough job of guarding these bigs from Ogden. Picking up that third foul. Ogden's gonna put a little pressure on.
13 out of 15 from the foul line now.
1-2-2 half-court trap. Had a nice seal. Well done.
Boy, that drive down along the baseline by Wake Olsen's up and no good.
Bottom side of that trap never came home. And when it didn't come home, then Union was able to seal, it looked like, for the three, but he let him leak out, and that allowed that drive there. Nice job by Union to take advantage of the trap.
Stetson Duncan set to take it out for Union.
1-4 low for Union, but Ogden puts a guy back behind as a rover to see if he can intercept anything.
Cougars get it inbounds. Throws on the left arch to Burgess.
Nice little counter by Ogden on that baseline out of bounds when the team went 1-4 high. You can choose where you put the guy. You can put him on the ball, you put him under the hoop, but that time they sent him in rover. You could see it disrupted everything that Union was trying to do.
Tegan Porter gets the foul. That's his second foul. Union with the ball here.
He dug in deep on that post. You watch Adamson right there as you see him sizing up. He starts early and he worked himself clear down to the basket. A little late that post entry, as you can see on the replay, but nice job by Adamson to just get down, get position, and wait for that ball.
And Tegan Porter will pick up his third foul as Union bounds it. And nice pass underneath the spin move. The shot's up and good by Brooks Burgess. He has 7 points.
So that time they don't put the rover in and they're able to use that 1-4 high into a flex screen.
Shots up and good.
Jones able to step in, show he can play inside out. Nice three right there.
Boy, Jones now with 11 points.
I'd like to see him get Adamson back down there on the blocks as he's sized up well. See if he can draw a foul. He's a little undersized, but when a guy's willing to work like that on the blocks, a lot of times he can draw a foul.
And the foul's on George Blodgett, which is his third. At the foul line, Stetson Duncan.
And that will put Union in the bonus the rest of the way here in the third quarter. So they'll have 3 minutes and 45 seconds of bonus shooting if they can keep getting down inside and getting the line. We talked about that at half. With only 2 free throws, they had to generate some free throws like Ogden had, and they're starting to.
Both foul shots good. Back to an 11-point game. A takeaway by Union. Quickly into forecourt. Over on the right baseline is Duncan. Lobs it across court. The ball's loose. And picked up by... We're going to have jump ball, don't you?
Yeah, we couldn't hear that whistle. I think it might have been a tackle as well. Yeah, they're going to go with the tackle. He jumped on him pretty hard. So Adamson, I like the way he comes in off the bench. He works his guts out, and right there he was pursuing the ball. It didn't matter what was in the way.
And he's going to pick up his first foul.
Union going to stay in a man defense.
Union still has a chance in this game, but Ogden, every time they counter, they come back and now a foul, which will send Stockton Marriott to the foul line.
Marriott, nice ball handler, point guard comes up, and you see on that replay, they go into a horns look and get a screen and pop by Jones. What that screen pop does is it sends Marriott downhill, and if nobody picks him up like they didn't, then he's able to get to the rim. Otherwise, Jones is on that backside to kick it out, and we already saw he can knock that three down.
Stockton makes the foul shot, and they're 14 out of 16 now.
Forces that defensive side if they're going to try to force themselves out to guard Jones or if they're going to stop Marriott's drive.
15 out of 17. That's incredible foul shooting. That is a story in this game.
Oh, absolutely. They've done an excellent job manufacturing points that way.
13-point lead for Ogden, and now pass is deflected, taken away by Ogden. Tigers quickly into forecourt.
Jones is sized up Adamson. They didn't get him to catch. Now they get it a little later, and Adamson comes through him. He had him on a lob as Adamson was on the high side. They just didn't see it. And that's a hard post entry to make, especially if there's a little bit of ball pressure. But they rotate it down, and again, that's a great way to take advantage of that three-quarter.
Adamson gets his third foul. He can't go out of the game yet. He was headed to the bench, but they got to wait until they shoot the first foul shot.
Yeah, they like to keep the game moving that way.
Jess Jones, did he make that shot? I looked down.
Adamson was in third quarter. He comes in the game and gets 3 fouls. Just a little overly aggressive.
Yeah, he got both of them, I believe. So 17 out of 19. It's a 15-point lead. We'll have to.
Brad Father will have us dialed in, giving us the stats. We appreciate him being here this weekend. Follow him on the Twitter.
Down the barrel, three-point shot off the glass. Rebound down to Ogden. Quickly into forecourt. Saved. Tigers almost threw it away. Now Stockton goes down, and there's going to be a foul away. I don't believe he's going to shoot 2. It doesn't matter.
Closed out high and onto the side, and that put him in a major disadvantage as the offensive player took him just right at the basket, as you can see on the replay, and able to draw that foul. Nice job by Marriott. Such a ball handler, you can't close out on him sideways.
Foul shots in and out, no good.
He looks forward to seeing if you give him any angle or foot, he's going to go at the rim. He creates it a lot off the dribble, but that one he's able just to do it off the catch and wait just a half a second to see how the closeout comes and then go.
And second one also no good. So rare misses there for Ogden. Still enjoying a 15-point lead. At the foul line, shots up, and it's a luck shot. It just wouldn't go there for Burgess. Had a good look. Now shot on the right side's up and no good. Union quickly to Brady Bell. But it's taken away, trying to go underneath.
Ogden's done a nice job turning over Union here in the third quarter, getting a couple extra possessions. Gonna go 5 out here against Union's man.
Now shot at the foul line's up and good. What a pretty shot there.
Really spaced out and gave him a lot of space to work.
Howard with 10 points. Shot on the left baseline is up, and it just wouldn't go. And Ogden quickly back the other way. Shot is up, and we'll have a foul.
Call doing a nice job using a dribble to reset the defense, as the defense was down low and he wanted to go left. Uses that dribble to lift him and then swing back to his left hand. And as the defense came in, kind of hung up his drop step foot, and that's where that foul was generated from. Otherwise, he got a layup.
Foul shots up and good by Call. I have him unofficially with 10 points. Union brings Connor Olson into the ball game. So both foul shots are up and good for Bingham Call.
Ogden going to lift up into a 2-2-1 full court.
Foul situation been an issue today. Underhand scoop shots up, but it just wouldn't go there. Right side, three-point shots up and rattles down.
Hout right there, able to get that catch and shoot as he just kind of spaced away from the ball, making it harder on the defenders. The defender was looking at the ball, trying to see if they needed to shut it off. Ogden dropping into a 2-3 zone.
Connor Olson on the right side, gives it top the arch to Wake Olson. And now the ball goes out of bounds, knocked off Ogden. And Ogden kind of let that go out of bounds, like they thought it was off Union.
Yeah, they did. They're going to tie it up and take it back as Marriott off that catch. That was really heady as Marriott's able to just go in and see the ball and suck up to it.
Ogden. Here we had, in the first half, we had 5 lead changes, 2 ties. Midway through the second period, Ogden went on a 17-4 run, and they have not looked back since then. Foul trouble has been an issue for Union, as Burgess and Duncan had 3 fouls each in the first half.
Nice pick and roll.
Now there's the give and go to slam dunk. Bingham call.
Got that nice screen right up there on the nail and just rolled wide open. No help from Union was around, and you called that sweet slam.
Boy, slam dunks do give momentum, don't you think?
They do. You see that replay right there on that pick and roll. Marriott kind of spaced back and to set it right in his hands on target. You love a ball handler. They can make that kind of pass as he does right there.
Well, Ogden would have to pull a miracle comeback at this point, down by 24.
Yeah, it's obviously, like you said, a miracle, and it's been, they work hard. You got to give Union credit. They work extremely hard. They don't quit, and you love to see that out of the guys. But the skill sets are different, and the size and length and depth of Ogden has definitely just punished Union. And then they've just shown that they can also pressure you and turn you over, cause you some problems. Appreciate KSL Sports, V6 Media, and TeamHive.live doing their work here so that we can broadcast these games. Right now is just here on Team Hive and KSL on all 3 of those stations. You can see it and enjoy watching the game.
And how good is it that we have one of the people who really thought of this concept, Barrett Hilton. We're with the main guy here, and he didn't like me to say a whole lot but Barrett just does a terrific job, and it was his idea to get Team Hive going, and throughout the state, people watch it.
Absolutely appreciate all the work he does, and see if Union, they'll keep at it here. See if they can chip away, play a possession into possession.
Union with the ball here. Down by 24 here. We start the fourth quarter. Foul trouble has been an issue all day for this Union team. At the foul line, top of the arch goes Connor Olson.
Ogden's man just kept him out and away. Whoa!
Wake Olson with 16 points, a three-point shot.
Ogden's defense had really held well, but they dropped their hands right there, and Wake saw enough space.
And now three-point shot the other way.
Porter making it easy right there as they stretch that 5 out. Ogden likes to stretch in their 5 out. They get really good spacing, probably 18, 20-foot spacing.
Now take away by Ogden. They're going to race down. Shots up, laid up and in.
Porter and Marriott connecting. Good vision by Porter.
Marriott averaging 18 points a game, and now he has 15. And they really don't need his points anymore today. So we'll see what happens.
I don't know. I don't know that I've ever felt that experience of not needing your scorer to get more points to keep momentum going.
Of course, in the earlier game today, Judge Memorial, wild comeback. And three-point shot on the other side. Up and good. I believe Brady Bell.
Good to see Brady. That left wing's been nice to Union the last couple possessions, knocking down some deep threes.
Now, I believe we have timeout.
Yeah.
Timeout on the court. Ogden 60, Union 38. And this is a hard-fighting Union team. I've been, even though they're down by a little ways, I've really liked their effort. They've had a lot of foul trouble, and just sometimes the ball struggles to go in the hoop.
Absolutely. And they, like you called it, they've worked extremely hard, doing a lot of good work. Are the Cougars trying to stay somewhat close and closing down. Good effort by the Cougars.
And I'll tell you, Ogden, there's an interesting thing with the RPI. Ogden actually won Region 13 by 2 games over South Summit and them. Yet Ogden's the number 3 seed in the RPI, and South Summit the number 1 seed overall. I don't want to be hammered that because most of the time I think the RPI is really spot on. It may still very well may be.
Oh, I think it very much is. And as you have a small region, when you have a small region, it's not going to affect the RPI nearly as much as a big region. So you can, if you're in a small region, that's not as many games to try to bump you up over when you do win that, like you said, when they won the region there.
The biggest challenge I have with the RPI is if you struggle early, because it goes off win losses as it should, or play a really hard schedule, you're going to be penalized a little bit by
Oh,
that.
you bet. Yeah.
Now, back underneath. The reverse. Oh, Stockton was trying to reverse it. He's fouled, and where else is he going to go?
Back to the free throw line where they have been awesome.
Well, it'll be interesting to get Brad James' stats right after the game.
You couldn't see it on the replay right there, but Ogden went into a 1-4 high and used a UCLA cut. And a lot of times those UCLA cuts get guarded, but they caught him deep down in that one, and that's where he did a great job using a reverse to be able to come back around out of the gutter to get that look. I like that. Continued to stay with it.
And Tanner Womack will foul out of the ball game for Union, and he gets a nice, well-deserved round of applause from the faithful. First foul shot's up, and no good. Second one's good.
Joe's going to give Call a break. They do a nice job. They just rotate those two bigs in and out for each other. Call a senior, Jones a sophomore.
Other games coming up right after this one be the girls 3A bracket. And that tends to be a highly competitive tournament too.
Oh yeah, we love the state tournament.
Spin, the shot's up, and what are they going to call there?
Looks like they'll give that one to Olson again.
That's Connor. No, it's...
Yeah, you can see on that replay, nice job on the replay as his arm dropped down on that, for us, the offside where we couldn't see. On the replay, you have enough time to see his arm come down, dig in, and hold Jones down. And send him back to that free throw line.
And as many foul shots as Ogden made early, they've started to come back to earth a little bit. They've still made shots, but maybe not the 15 out of 17 they were at one time.
There you go. This is the most free throws I've seen in a game this year, I believe.
Now long three-point shots up and good. He's fouled and it counts. Wake Olson for Union.
Wake hit one from the left side, decides to show us from the right. Marriott not letting him hit the ground. He's still a shooter as he came and tagged him on that shot.
Well, that was a long NBA three-point shot.
Maybe it was from the logo. It was out. It was out there. He blew a few up deep.
And a 4-point play for Wake Olson. Give him credit there. Unofficially, I have him with 20 points. Shot back the other way. And 2 more foul shots.
Porter doing a nice job getting out, and he stuck with the catch. It wasn't clean by any means, but he just stuck with it, got himself balanced, and then re-attacked. And they decided to send him back to the free throw line. Be 4 fouls on Olson.
And the foul shot's up and good by Tegan Porter.
Oh no, it looks like they put it on Adamson.
Yeah, and that's 4 on Adamson.
Gets him a little quick.
And both foul shots are up and good by Tegan Porter. Unofficially, I have him with 5 points. We'll see. I missed somebody's point somewhere, so if you look down while you're writing the score, it's not like other places sometimes. But Brad James will get us in line.
That's right. Little man, full court pressure again by Ogden.
Now another 3-point shot up, and it wouldn't go there. Good look by Brady Bell.
Good rebound by Haught, elevating up, going and getting that.
Spin move, and we got another foul.
This time we're going to call it on the ground, it sounds like. Decided that he hit him hard.
That's going to be Burgess's 4th.
Yeah, he another good replay. He wrapped around him tight. Good call there by the official, keeping him honest.
Ogden with the ball well in hand here. 64-42, and a left-handed shot. Oh,
Pretty.
my goodness.
Wrapped around, got long on it.
Niall Hallett with 15 points now. Long three-point shots off the rim. Wake Olson with 20 points, had a good look. Back the other way, the lay's up and good by Jesse Jones.
Tracked it really well as the ball was tipped up in the air. He just kind of stayed pace and watched to see where it was going to land and gathered it up.
When you score 68 points with 4:52 to go in the fourth quarter, you got lots of guys scoring points.
You do have lots of guys, and they have had, and they've knocked their free throws down. Got a lot of those with the clock stopped. We are knocking on the door.
Jess Jones, I have him with 15 points. 17 for Niall Hallett.
Mercy rule starts in another 8 or 10 points. Well, that'll shut it a little closer. So.
And I believe that shot was made by Wake Olson. 22 points for Wake. He's had a nice game.
You bet.
Down the barrel, three-point shot off the rim. No good there.
Love the inside-out game of the post players. He gets the catch, he draws the double, kicks out to his teammate.
And a nice give and go. The shot is blocked. We're going to have a foul.
Came through his head right there. Out in transition. Ogden did a nice job and took that away. You can see right here, they run the floor well. Their lanes were out wide coming in, and that puts the defense in a really, really hard spot in that 2-on-1. You love how wide they stayed the whole way down, and then as they pulled the defense, made the pass, and that makes him have to foul him.
Brady Bell's foul shot. Oh, a tough luck shot there. This Union team is really kind of a young team. They got most of them back next year.
Good growing experience. Did a nice job getting here. They'll have a chance to play again tomorrow.
Yeah, they'll take on Emory. 68-45. Ogden well on hand here. And they have the ball. 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. The reverse shot and a blocking foul. And I think we're going to have more foul shots.
Yeah, and Adamson's going to go sit down. He might have got 5 minutes and 5 fouls.
Well, he started walking early because he knew.
Oh, he knew he had his fifth.
I looked over it, and I got to tell you, I did look at Dustin here, and he was smiling.
You bet. He maximized his minutes, got some fouls, and he came off the floor.
Played hard.
Yeah, and that's the Union. You love seeing them. They haven't quit at all.
Shots up, but good. And unofficially, I think I've missed a point, but I got Stockton with 18 points here. That's his average, but Stockton makes the other foul shot. Ogden's foul shooting's been, for the most part, terrific all day today.
They're going to drop into their 1-2-2 half-court trap.
Up by 25, 70-45. Well, correction.
Oh, that was a boo-boo. Stop play right there. Thinking he had heard a timeout. Didn't happen.
Union inbounds it. Ogden very impressive today. Union has worked very hard. Now jackknife shot's not there. There's not a foul. And Ogden with the ball.
Ogden's going to space out into a 5-out. They've had some good success with this. There, they got it.
Now the shot's up. It just wouldn't go there by Cochran. On our post game, we'll give just the quick stats. We won't have much of a post game, but we will give Brad James his stats. Want to join us so we get the scoring? You're wondering what everybody's scoring was? As the ball goes out of bounds, Ogden will ban it with 3:06 to go.
Marriott will take a break. He's had a great game. Maybe last time we see him.
And now I think we're going to have timeout for a substitution timeout. And what's funny is I didn't really see the timeout. All of a sudden, players came walking on the court.
Yep,
Maybe
coach
you
was
saw
right
it,
down
Paul.
there. Yeah, coach was right down there close. He saw something he wanted to work on. It looked like to me that they're going to stretch out closer to a four-corner. That last action down the floor was a very four-corner-ish, but it was more out of the five-out look as they space their five-out deep, but they're not out four-corner. But you get that little penetration and you try to get a back cut from the corner, and they got that last possession. See if they're still working on that, if there's a different movement that they're wanting to work on.
At 4:10 this afternoon on the girls' side here in the Sevier Valley Center, it'll be Carbon taking on Juab. At 5:50, Richfield taking on Canyon View. At 7:30, it'll be Grantsville and Summit Academy. And at 9:10, Judge Memorial and Emory. That's on the girls' side. Who do you like in the girls' tournament?
Grantsville is sure a good team. They have got a really nice group of girls and doing a good job.
And they are the number 1 seed overall. Number 2 seed, Richfield, with Carbon close as the number 3 seed.
Yeah, there's a lot of good teams. It'd be fun to kick the girls off here soon.
And we're set and bounded here. Ogden with the ball in the lead. Again, we had a very tightly contested game till midway through the second period. 5 lead changes, 2 ties. And Ogden ended the half on a 17-4 run, and they've never looked back since then. Foul trouble was a factor for this Union team, young team. And now the floater on the right side of the lane's up and no good. The rebound comes down to Ogden.
We've seen Call can jump. He comes in, gets another one as they ran that full possession. Just deep 5-out pass, cut through, and then they came into a pick and roll with about 8 seconds left to go.
Kai Rodriguez into the ball game for this Ogden team. Gets it over to Bingham Call.
Not doing as much cutting this time, just a little slower movement.
And now we got a foul.
It looks like that might do that one for Olson as he came quickly to the sideline.
And let's see. Foul's going to go against Wake. That's only Wake's second
Yeah,
foul.
yep, I was definitely wrong. The way he came over, I thought he was headed to the bench like Adamson did.
And at the foul line, we have George Blodgett trying to get his first point of the game. And we'll pick up the subs as they come along here. And second one is good. So George gets his name in the book. And Union quickly into forecourt. 71-45. We were stuck on 70-45 for a long time. I don't know if you noticed that.
It did. Ogden was running those long possessions, and so that definitely kept him down.
Connor Olson with a nice basket for this Union team.
Now they're back into a little bit more tighter action. Now they're spacing it back out. There they go and getting their cuts. So pass, looking for that give and go, see if they can get a face cut.
Right side to George Blodgett.
Now they'll hit into a pick and roll right here soon, I'd imagine.
Strickland had it. Kai Rodriguez with a runner, and he puts it up and in.
Broke down easier off the penetration. They didn't have to get into their pick and roll. Nice job to get that penetration, get that back baseline cut.
Now, Union with the ball here. Pick up Andres Jensen. Nice pass underneath. The left-handed shot's up and good by Stetson Duncan.
Well, really pretty. As he lifted up, he saw he had a face cut, so he dropped down. Teammate, nice pass to him.
And Ogden, certainly no hurry here.
No, they've worked the clock down here the last few minutes, shortened the game.
They're going to end up scoring in the 70s here. So
Shot clock will force them to take a shot here.
And now 3 seconds on the shot clock. They bank it up and in.
Nice execution. You got to like what they did there. They stayed patient, worked it all the way down through, got a good look.
You got to give credit there to Strickland. Robert Strickland with the basket for Ogden. And now that's going to end our game.
Yep. Coach says we're done.
75-49. Again, we'll quickly get Brad James' stats. I'll have you go through the stats, and we'll move on our way.
We appreciate what the Bradfather does. You can follow him on the X. He will tweet out and keep you updated throughout the tournament as well if you want to see what's been going on, if you missed something here on Team Hive, KSL Sports, and V6 Media.
If you're wondering what the schedule is for tomorrow in the boys bracket at 12:50, Manti will take on American Heritage. At 2:30, Emory and Union will play, and the two winners of that will play for the Consolation Championship. Tomorrow night, the first semifinal game at 7:30 will be Richfield versus South Summit, and Judge Memorial versus Ogden at 9:10. And there's really no easy team here in this tournament.
No, they've done a good job. They got here and competed. These first round boys scores were a little more stretched than I thought. I thought they'd be a little tighter together, but they had some good games.
Well, maybe we're not gonna be able to. Brad's gonna give it. I'll have you give him real quick if you hands up.
See how fast we can go. He's about to come over.
And we'll just quickly give the scoring. So
watch some of these highlights from Barrett Hilton. We appreciate his ability to capture those and re-show them. You see some of the awesome things these boys have done through the game. As you see Jones stepping out in trailer transition and knocking that three down. That was a fun one. Hot gets that catch, able to knock it down. And
well,
there's your pick and roll for the dunk. Man, that one was pretty.
The dunk was a big deal. And Brad, we want to thank Brad James with all the stats he gets us. And both teams are out on the court here warming up on this girls bracket between Carbon and Juab. You'll be able to follow that game also on KSL Sports and on TeamHive.live, and it'll also be on Mid-Utah Radio.
Yeah, back to the radio we will go.
And I guess we'll just break. You can pick up the finals official stats online, and we want to thank Brad James. Thank you so much, Dustin.
Always do one with you, Rick.
And thanks to Barrett Hilton. Terrific job. We'll take a break. We'll be back.